The downtown skyline illuminating the night here at our broadcast location, Memphis, Tennessee. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, we've got Hero. Adebayo is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point. And for Memphis, we've got Morant. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Jackson. Then it's Winslow, and it's Brooks in at the small forward. And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor spacing. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor spacing. It doesn't. A defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right.
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Now here's Morant. A 20-point game for him in the win against Washington.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
Well, for Josh Jackson, not really the sophomore season he was hoping for. Didn't take a major leap forward, and saw him fighting for reserve minutes at times.
That's good from Jackson. And with Jackson, Greg, they just need to see more from him.
The upside, it's still there for Jackson, but nothing is guaranteed in the NBA. He needs to keep working on his game to live up to the lofty draft expectations.
Jackson hits both of them.
Yeah, and the versatility of Jackson's game. He's a super confident kid who certainly has the potential to be a star.
Here's Nunn. Pass to Hero. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Josh Jackson. Miami shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And the Grizzlies in the final game of last season, making a franchise record 21 three-pointers in a blowout win against the defending champion Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, perhaps a template going forward for them, GA. I mean, turning the page from the grit and grind to a new style of play.
Now here's Winslow. Last time out, he had 13 points.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And here's Brooks from outside. And again, Memphis no good. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jackson. For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Nunn. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Outside Butler. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
What a polished player Butler is, using strong fundamentals to get the job done.
Now Morant. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And another miss by Memphis.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Here's Leonard over Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the former number 11 pick in 2012, it's taken some time for Myers Leonard. But you know what, Chris? The last couple of seasons, his offensive game really is rounding into form.
Yeah, and I wonder, because he's a great shooter and a quick twitch athlete that can get his head at the rim, with a strong season at the line, could he be inducted into the 50-40-90 club?
No good on that one. Well, with his face-up game, Myers Leonard comfortable playing at power forward or center.
Yeah, Kevin, but if you look at the muscle he's added, he sure looks like a pivot. I mean, 7'1", solid, 260. The hammer. Well, that's at least what he calls himself. He's ready to bang.
And he's good on the second. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now here's Morant. And here's Valanciunas. Winslow finds Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Rebound by Butler.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
They get it again.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
To the middle. Here's Jang. And finished off by Jang.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Nunn. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. Jang with a clean look, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Here's Nunn. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Jang defending. Pass to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound, Heat. Goes up again. That shot off the mark.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, well, listen, guys, that was great work, making them pay for the lapse on defense.
Here's Nunn. Up top, Leonard. Over Valanciunas. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant kicks to Brooks. Pass to Winslow. To the right side. Here's Morant. No good. That would have tied it. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
They looked overmatched, GA. I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Morant with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jang the pass to Winslow. Second chance shot. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the shot goes in.
These type of buckets fuel Butler. He welcomes the challenge of outworking the defense.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. The Heat leading by 7. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Now Morant. Kicks it to Winslow. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Winslow's shot is off.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Butler. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Oh, man, one of the smoothest young playmakers I've seen. Morant's passes are almost always on time and on point.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Bell is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Winslow. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Memphis, they're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough.
And guys, when you look at Memphis, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying it through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point.
Now here's Jang. 7 points in the game. No good from Bell. And for the Grizzlies, they come in off a good outing against the Wizards. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now here's Jang, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Morant kicks to Jang. Over Adebayo. And the baseline jumper, no good. Miami leading by 11. Iguodala outside. Adebayo finds Dragic. Over Jones. No good from Dragic. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Anderson right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
So good at keeping his balance. Anderson doesn't let aggressive defense get to him.
Now here's Dragic. 17 points for him last game against Dallas. Here's the lob to the hoop. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
A confident shooter. When Morant sees an opportunity to pull up, he does not pass it up.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Dragic taking his time here. Butler against Anderson. Rocket 6. 18 feet out. Can't hit that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bell. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Jones after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. The feed to Morant. He kicks it to Jang. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And he's able to get it back. And here's Dragic. No points in the game yet for him. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Jones. To the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Now here's Jones. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. To the left wing. Here's Morant. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 10-point game. Tries again, and the rejection by Jang. Here's Jones. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Olynyk, he's checked in for the Heat. Robinson comes in for Jimmy Butler. Three-pointer, Crowder. But they get it back. Olynyk. And it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Outside, Jones. Now the pass to Morant. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Morant.
That's what a point guard with length gives you. I mean, Morant is built perfectly for the modern game.
Here's Dragic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. They get a hand on it. Here's Bell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Olynyk. Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That free throw missing.
And remember now, Bell was a 2nd-round pick, and he thought he should have been higher. Plays with a chip on his shoulder. I like it.
Good on the 2nd free throw. The Heat leading by 5. Down low. And Crowder slams it in.
And showing he can play above the rim. Crowder with the highlight right there.
Memphis is gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside, Jones. Pass to Anderson. Five on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
With the long frame and adequate strength. I mean, Anderson, he one-ups the defender on that shot.
From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Miami ahead. They lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. You learn about Jimmy Butler, difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball, that's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
Who's watching here?
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Well, governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay, I mean, that's what has them in the lead after 1.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Miami, they've got Robinson. Iguodala out there with the power on that throwdown.
Wow.
Well, he can get awful fancy when he wants to, and Iguodala wanted to that time. You fancy, huh?
Jones against Dragic. Outside Jackson from 18 feet away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Heat leading by 7. Iguodala, the pass to Olynyk. Outside Dragic. Connects from three-point range. Dragic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jones against Dragic. Outside, Jones. Olynyk against Bell. Shoots over Olynyk. No good from Bell. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Bell. And it's Justin Winslow in for Anderson. Winslow, the pass to Jones. Left side Jackson. Shoots over Crowder. And again, Memphis no good. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. The Heat leading by 10. Nunn passes to Hero. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Passes it to Nunn. Back to Robinson. Here's Hero. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Hey, Chris, this year Pioneer Chuck Cooper inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. Long overdue, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, he was the first African-American player ever to be drafted. I mean, let's just think about that. It's Jackie Robinson of basketball. He paved the way, and what he endured, and his teammates, by the way, of all colors, is well documented. And I think the Celtics need to, and I think they will retire his number 11 and have it hang up in that famed Raptors of theirs over there.
I agree. Here's Nunn. Dishes to Robinson. For 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Jones kicks to Brooks. Pass to Winslow. And it's Miami with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. The Heat have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
One shot.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. And the pass to Clark. He dishes it to Winslow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooks, the pass to Winslow. Goes back up with 1 on the clock. Valanciunas, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Miami leading by 10. Here's Nunn. He has 7. Pass to Hero. The shot, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They played with energy and communicated well. They made things difficult out there.
Here's none. Kicks to Olynyk. Brooks against Robinson. Passes to Hero. Here's Leonard. No good again that time.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
He'd have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Poked away. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Miami has possession. Robinson passes to Nunn. Here's Hero. Just 5 on the clock. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Clark. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. From a pure entertainment standpoint, who's a player that you think is must-watch TV, Chris?
Oh, man, you got to go Curry, Lillard, Harden, Giannis, Embiid, Simmons. I mean, you could just keep going. Let's go Lou Will off the bench. Let's even go defensively. You can even go Patrick Beverly. So many guys that is just so much fun to watch play. Must-see TV.
And that one falls for Clark.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Butler in for Robinson. And so Clark nails both of them. And the Heat call time here.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Clark. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
And you look at Morant, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Nunn. 7 points in the game. Outside Butler, trying to end the drought. Brooks grabs the board. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant with it. He's got 7, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Morant.
The most positive thing about his last 10 games, the work on defense. His mindset has become very aggressive. The steals are up, and he's becoming a big factor on the defensive end.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play. For Memphis, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And what you like most about Brooks is his attacking mentality. I mean, he's someone who excels at taking on the defense and charging inside.
Here's Nunn. 7 points in the game. To the wing right side. Here's Hero. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Brooks dishes to Jang. Shoots the 3. The shot off that time. The Heat go the other way with it. In transition, here comes Miami. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Kevin Butler is so strong. I mean, when he completes plays like this, I mean, it earns himself that extra chance from the line.
Maybe not the biggest name in free agency, but Jimmy Butler, definitely a star player on the market.
A handful of teams were very interested in him, expressed interest in playing for Miami, and got his wish via sign and trade. We'll see if he can make them a contender in the East.
One shot.
And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And it's Brooks in the corner. The pass to Valanciunas. Leonard with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Hero. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
He's taken 5 shots this quarter and only hit 1. I mean, you got to say ouch to that.
Now here's Morant. D right on him. Winslow's shot is off.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. To take a look at the Heat, they were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance.
And right now for Miami, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone, the players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is setting in.
Morant passes to Brooks over Butler. And he overshot that one, missing.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Hero, no good.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Now Morant, 7 points in the game. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Up again. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Stolen by Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Last time they met was in Miami.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their core group tonight.
Some changes for Memphis. Bell comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Kyle Anderson in for Dylan Brooks. And the Heat making a change here. Here's Iguodala. Right side, Dragic. Over Morant. The rebound by Anderson.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Outside Butler. And it's good for 2. Butler's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, he catches the defense off guard with a wide variety of moves. Butler's bringing the sizzle.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Dragic. Knocked away. Jang the pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. Rejected by Crowder.
Big defensive play by Crowder, snuffing him out there.
The dish to Butler. Good on the shot. And it's a 6-point Heat lead.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded by Dragic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Goran Dragic.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
The first one falls.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And so he hits both.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
Here's Dragic. It's rebounded by Memphis. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Bucket is good. Jang's got 9.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
36 seconds left in the second quarter. Iguodala, the pass to Crowder. Morant with the steal. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. And Jang gets it to go.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Now here's Butler. 16 points for him. They get it back. No good with the layup. It's a tie game in Memphis. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. Things finally started to click for them in the second quarter as they battled all the way back to tie this game up at the break. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted it. Strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here are the Heat. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Bell. Then it's Winslow. Then it's Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And when you think of Jordan Bell, you think of a do-it-all big man.
Specifically how strong he is on defense. Great timing for blocking shots, good hands, and can guard anybody out on the floor. Can finish plays as well when moving at the hoop.
Shooting 2.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And so Bell nails both of them. The Heat shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Here's none. Outside Leonard. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the inside. Picked him clean. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Hero. And it's in there. Hero's got the game tied up here for Miami. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And here's Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Leonard. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Morant.
Oh, strong defensive presence who doubles as a reliable scoring option. Valanciunas is a complete big man.
For Miami, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Leonard. The 3 sinks the triple. Leonard's got 8.
I remember when you get in trouble for shooting the 3 as a big man. Now teams want their bigs operating outside the three-point line.
Now here's Morant. Guarded closely. Jackson against Butler. Right wing, just 4 to shoot. Great open look there. And that's now 11 points for John Morant.
Oh, right there, Morant showing his ability to work off the ball. I mean, he found some space and knocked down the shot.
For Miami, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. To the left side wing. Here's Hero. 6 points for him. The kick outside to Butler. Pulls from the top of the key, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 18 points for him.
Oh, from role player to star, Butler's transformation has been fun to watch. Now he racks up points with ease.
Here's Morant. Off target from outside. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And it's Butler missing. Memphis trailing here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Here's Valanciunas. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Valanciunas has got 4 points in the quarter. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Nunn. 7 points in the game. Butler with the ball. Over Brooks. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Out to the wing. Here's Morant.
Oh! Are you for real? Morant way, way up. That move was fire.
Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Morant. The Heat also with a sub. Olynyk's checked in. Grizzlies on defense. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, aggressive when looking for contact. Butler doesn't mind attacking the defense head on.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. And that one misses.
Oh, the 30th pick in the 2011 NBA draft. It's been great to see Butler blossom into a perennial all-star.
Robinson's checked in for Hero. That one misses.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Jackson. Great positioning on the putback. Jackson's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
And the basket by Olynyk.
Gifted scorer around the rim. Olynyk can finish over either shoulder, and he's got great touch.
Over to the wing. Leonard against Valanciunas. Back to Jones. Here's Clark. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And some changes here for the Heat. Jay Crowder's checked in for Myers Leonard. And it's Dragic in for Robinson. And here are the Grizzlies now. Deflects the pass. Valanciunas passes to Jones. That shot misses. Now the Heat take it the other way. Dragic with it. Now Valanciunas defending. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. Third is Jimmy Butler.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Oh, yeah, Greg. There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. I mean, to make the list, you got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
And the first one at the line is good. And Miami making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Gets them what they need. Could have been better, but they're out front.
Outside, Jones. To the paint, Crowder with the steal. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Jackson has the open look on the money from 12 feet away. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
And how about that mentality by Jackson? Looking to shoot it as soon as that pass was delivered.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Excellent D that time from Jones. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Clark, defended by Butler. Brooks. Rebound by Olynyk. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. They trail by 1. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Dragic. It's stolen by Jones. And it's Memphis on the break. Jones is running. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Clark. He hits both from the stripe.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Iguodala's drive, and the rejection by Valanciunas. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Olynyk. The Grizzlies shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point.
Come to me, come to me.
Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Valanciunas. And it's Clark in the corner. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Crowder with the steal. Inside, Butler. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, it's clear that Butler doesn't fear anyone. I mean, he's relentless in how he attacks.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Justin Winslow in for Clark. And so Butler nails both of them.
And he hasn't had his usual rhythm thus far from the line. I think he's getting back into it with those two.
Winslow, the pass to Jang. Over Olynyk, and Jang gets it to go. Jang's got 13. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Miami trailing. Now Dragic. He kicks it to Iguodala. Butler against Anderson. It's Butler that time on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic, rebounded by Jackson.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Dragic finds Iguodala. Anderson against Butler. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Valanciunas.
And one thing that has been very consistent for him the last few years, his ability to continue to deliver more and more offense. He's been doing everything that's been asked of him.
First free throw is good. And so Jones nails both of them. The Heat trail by 5. Iguodala kicks to Butler. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jang's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low, Crowder with the steal. Doesn't go that time. And Memphis the other way now. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Pass to Jang. Outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. And so Jones nails both of them. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. 7-point differential. Looking to end the run. And he lays it up and in. Dragic has got 5 now. The Grizzlies shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Anderson outside. The pass to Jackson. Launches a 3, and the 3 ball is good. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
1:51 left in the third. Iguodala outside. Pass to Adebayo. Kicks it to Butler. Back to Adebayo. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Anderson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here are the Heat now, trailing by 10. Iguodala, the pass to Dragic. Over Jones. That one wide left.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Passes it to Adebayo. And the rejection by Jang. And he gets it back. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Jackson trying to get open as Jang. Open and close and nails it. And it's a 12-point Grizzly lead. Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Dragic kicks to Crowder. Iguodala against Winslow. Pass to Butler. Floats one up, and the rejection by Jang. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break, and the dunk by Jackson.
And Jackson scores in so many different ways, puts tremendous pressure on the defense. He's got those guys guessing out there.
And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Heat have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. Free throw, good Butler.
Boy, it's been so hard to watch at times. I mean, he's missed so many of his foul shots tonight. Good to see him finally come through there.
So he gets them both. Now here's Morant on the wing. Winslow. That will count. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Memphis out in front. They finish off the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-6 run. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Morant on the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. Adebayo is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Hero in at the 2. Bell passes to Jackson. 4 on the clock. No good from Bell.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
They grab their own miss. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Adebayo.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Bell, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Hero, covered by Winslow. That's tipped. Adebayo kicks to Crowder. The tray kept alive. They shoot again. Bell with the block.
Got to respect the competitive nature of Bell. Terrific at playing with energy on defense and swatting shots away.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Dragic dishes to Leonard. Outside Crowder. The pass to Adebayo. Lays it up and banks it in. Adebayo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, and that's the assist by Crowder. Always a good team player.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Morant passes to Bell. Can't get it to fall.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Dishes it to Dragic. 5 to shoot. Here's Hero. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Bell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Jackson passes to Bell. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
The Heat trail by 14. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Pass to Morant. In the corner, Winslow with it. Leonard against Jang. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Some changes for Memphis. Valanciunas comes in for Jang. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Jordan Bell. The Heat also with a sub. Nunn's checked in. Outside Leonard. With the teardrop. Here's Hero. That's tipped. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Rejected by Crowder. Here's Hero to the paint. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Crowder.
Nice work offensively, and Crowder caps it off inside.
Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Crowder feeling it out a bit. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He told them this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The Heat trail by 14. Here's Nunn. Passes it to Hero. Right side Crowder. He doesn't hit that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Here's none. Pass to Adebayo. Outside Crowder. The pass to Hero. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Nunn. Releases. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Heat trail by 18. Here's Nunn. Pass to Hero. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Feeds it to Jackson. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Clark, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. The Heat also with a sub. Butler's checked in. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And he knocks down the first one.
A good sign that he's getting to the line a lot here in the second half, putting pressure on the D.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Memphis leading by 16. And here's Morant. Here's Clark over Adebayo. No good from Clark. Here's Nunn. Outside Leonard. Out to the right wing. Nunn passes to Butler. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Butler's got 13 points in the second half.
Hey, the mid-range jumper is dying out. Yeah, right. Guys like Butler, they're keeping it alive.
Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Pass to Winslow. Clock at 4. Here's Clark. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Out to the right wing. Here's Nunn. And there's the pass to Hero. Butler with the ball. Over Brooks. Valanciunas grabs the board.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Yeah, you see the explosiveness there, the fluidity. Morant's unbelievable.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Morant. He doesn't get the second one. The Heat trail by 15 to the middle. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
They're going to be relying on him here late. I mean, just think about it. Hoping to come from behind, he just needs to keep doing what he's been doing.
Now Winslow, pass to Valanciunas. Over Leonard. No good from Valanciunas. Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Nunn. The 3-ball. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
And this is the level of unselfishness that Butler brings. A total pro who moves the ball well.
Morant kicks to Clark. He dishes it to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Butler against Brooks. Butler attacking. Over to the left wing. Here's Nunn. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
They almost left it until too late. But now it's anybody's game.
Morant kicks to Clark. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Basket counts. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Pass to Butler. Free throw line jump shot. Here's Leonard. And the pass to Adebayo. Tries yet again. And it's Leonard missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Here's Clark. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And there, Clark showing a little burst, trying to create some offense. He has the athleticism, and the defense isn't necessarily expecting it.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The Heat trail by 12. Here's Butler. Offensive rebound.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And it's Clark with the jam.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. That one drops for him. Butler's got 17 points here in the second half.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
The baseline J. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Morant. And that's 11 points for Valanciunas. Miami's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. 1:41 left to play here in the fourth. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup. Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Now here's Butler. He's tightly guarded. Shoots over Morant. Butler, no good.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Here's Clark, defended by Butler. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Memphis.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Ja Morant.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Pass to Olynyk. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Bell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A rugged player. I mean, Bell is a hard-nosed guy to tie down. I mean, when he's aggressively trying to score out there, look out.
The free throw drops for Bell. The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low, Hill. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Oh, look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Here's Melton, defended by Butler. Melton passes to Valanciunas. To the wing on the left. There's the triple. Excellent D that time from Jones. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.